The bail application of the woman accused of murdering her family members for insurance benefit has been postponed to Friday. Agnes Setshwantsho was arrested in November last year for allegedly killing her niece, Bonolo Modisaemang, in order to claim insurance. Her legal representative argued on Friday that the investigating officer, Keshi Mabunda, had also failed to prove that his client was a flight risk. Setshwantsho is facing 2 counts of fraud, murder and defeating the end of justice charges. The state will present arguments on why the accused should not be granted bail. SABC News reporter Tebogo Phakedi is standing by for us to tell us more. Very good afternoon, Tebogo. Tell us more.
Good afternoon, Nompu, and of course to the viewers. I can tell you that many things have been revealed on this specific case, but let us first go to the genesis. You are right, Agnes Setshwantsho was arrested in November, this just about 2 months ago, and of course in Centurion, where she was processing the claim of the insurance policies where she had insured her late son. That's when she was arrested, and we've seen for the past 3 months Setshwantsho, asking for bail, with the defense saying she deserves to be granted a bail given that she has type 2 diabetes, and the insulin she's been using for the past 10 years is seemingly not treating her well when she's at the holding prison here in Mahikeng. But we've seen also the state giving reasons as to why Setshwantsho should not be granted bail. Today we saw the conclusion of the closing arguments, and of course the state referring to the evidence brought to court by the investigating officer, that is Sergeant Keshi Mabunda. You would remember he's the investigating officer who was handling the Rosemary Ndlovu case. That is when the family members approached him and spoke of allegations of one specific family member who is insuring extended and immediate family members just to benefit from insurance policies. That is when the niece Bonolo body was exhumed, and hence the murder charge with 2 counts of fraud and of course defeating the ends of justice. When given reasons as to why Setshwantsho should not be granted bail, we had the state there stating that she has recently renewed her passport, and of course as far as the defense saying she's willing to hand over the passport, we had the state saying, well, she has relatives in Botswana, and we've had the prosecutor referring to what appears to be, porous border fences, stating there that Agnes Setshwantsho is a flight risk. The other issue that came to, before the court is her numerous addresses. We heard that she has an address in Kuruman, the other address in Sitlahole, and of course we heard also of the address in Klerksdorp, where in actual fact the investigating officer was saying when he went to Klerksdorp to ascertain this address, the owner of the property there, including the occupants, alluded that they do not know Setshwantsho at all. But at the forefront is the apparent threats that family members who are insured by Setshwantsho are under, with the state saying their lives might be at risk. These are family members that some of them are insured by Setshwantsho and they do not even know. What was quite interesting throughout this bail application arguments was that the investigating officer said they even had to compare the voice recordings of the calls made to different insurance companies where this apparent owners or people opening these policies, their voices do not belong to these family members. For an example, the deceased niece, Bonolo, it said that the voice that is opening this policy on her behalf, making Setshwantsho the sole beneficiary, is not the voice of Bonolo. And in actual fact, the phone that was used during those calls is of Setshwantsho, Agnes Setshwantsho, and of course, she has never reported her phone missing. But of course, we've had the court, setting the judgment on this specific bail application for Friday. Whether she would be released on bail, we are yet to hear from Molopo Magistrates Court.
For that update, my colleague there, Tebogo, Phakedi.